now I have all my inside pages done. So I'm going to go through. I'm going to get out all the blank tags. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to grab some scrap cardstock. I'm going to glue down my cardstock. Okay, I'm going to grab my policy and decorative dies, my corner punch, and I'm going to cut 6 of them out of the book paper that we just prepared. I have my 6 done. I have 2 more, just gonna get the tiny little pieces out. I set that aside. I also cut 2 more of our littler tags. Then we're gonna grab our ink. We're gonna ink around all of our corners. We're gonna grab our 5 tags. We're going to grab our stamps. To grab my seashell top. Alright, these are the stamps I think I'm going to use. Then I'm going to grab some ink. I'm going to grab one of my titles. Grab one of my tags. And I'm just going to do the very top. I'm going to set that aside. Grab another one. Do the same thing. Set it aside. Okay, grab a different stamp. Do it again. Grab a different color. Now I'm going to grab my seashell stamp. I think I'm going to use black. I'm going to do this on each of them. set these aside. My stamp tags. Different colors. And I don't have this on camera making these, but it's just cutting different pieces and different colors and layering them. So now we're going to take our top cover, and if you have one of these little hooky things, if you don't, that's all right. You don't have to use one. I'm going to be hanging a charm off of mine. Okay, I'm going to start by inking around all my edges. Okay, I'm going to take my spine and get some score tape, my crocodile, whenever I have a brad that's just a little too long, I will just go in and clip it off so that it's not overlapping my paper. And I grab some score tape. I'm just kind of putting score tape over the brad. Doing all the way up on the top, just because I want to make sure it glues down up there. I'm going to grab my glue. I'm going to grab my book. I'm going to center it. Remember, keeping it flush with the top. My bone folder. I'm just going to adhere it down really good. So there's our spine. Now we're going to do the little inside flap. Gonna burnish it down really good. Now we're going to do our side flap. Going to burnish it down. Okay, before we do the front cover, I have some scraps from Ephemera Queen. That would be these. So I'm going to take my cover. I'm pretty sure I want that on my cover. Okay, now I have the front and back cover with some scraps from Ephemera Queen. So we're going to figure out how we want our cover to look. I think I'm going to glue that down there. I'm going to do it even with the top and towards the opening side, which would be this side. I'm going to trim off my extra. And I'm going to come in and ink where I cut. So far it looks like that. I think I'm going to put foam on the back of him. So now I'm just going to work on my cover and decide where I want everything. Now I have some flat back pearls and a pick-me-up. I'm just going to get one of my flat back pearls. These look like little bubbles. Put some hot glue on. Adhere it down where I want it. Pick off any excess glue before it dries. I'm going to glue my cover on. Keeping it flush with the top and bottom. Now I'm going to add a few more bubbles. So that's my front. I think I'm going to put this in the front cover. Grab some glue. So that's going to go there. And I'm going to flip to the back page. I'm going to grab one of my tags. Okay, I'm going to put glue all around the edges of my photo corner. This one I'm going to line up just a little above the bottom. Grab my other one. I'm going to do the same thing. Put glue around the edge I plan on gluing down. Oops. That way my tag can get pulled in and out. I'm going to set this aside. I'm going to do my back cover. I think I'm going to use this on it. You don't have to decorate your back cover, but I thought I would if I want to turn it different, each side for a different view. Okay, I think I'm going to want that about right there. think I'm going to use some of this for my closure. I'm going to cut 2 pieces about 8 inches long. Okay, I'm going to get a little paper clip and my blue oxide. I'm just going to ink it. Then I'm going to grab a little bit of the ground espresso from the Ephemera Queen. I'm going to use one of these hards. Actually, I'm going to use 2 hards. Okay, and that's going to be my closure. I want the hearts on the inside. Because on this side, I want to put my mermaid. And I think I'm going to put a few bubbles. Getting close to being done. I think I'm going to take this butterfly, just kind of bending it to give it some dimension. I grab my hot glue. I'm gonna put a little on. And I'm going to pull this tag up. I'm gonna place it right there. I'm gonna set this aside. We're gonna grab our 5 tags. We're gonna grab our little paint tray. And 3 markers. Choosing 2 different blues and kind of a pinkish purple. Going to grab some rubbing alcohol. And the paintbrush. I'm just going to splatter a little bit of color onto them. I'll turn them over. And do the same thing. Okay, here are my tags. I'm going to grab my book. Now we need to make a charm. So I'm going to set that aside. Yeah, I got some flower lace here. A scrap of the ribbon we used. I'm going to put them together. Put them through the little hole on the spine. You want to be careful not to loosen your thing. So I have it tied on there. I'm going to take some of this baker's twine. I'm going to tie it. I'm going to wrap the baker's twine around once. I'm going to tie it again, as tight as I can. And I'm going to knot it. And trim that. And these are some of the charms I found that I want to put on the spine. This is one I made quite a few years ago. One thing I'd change on this is I'd make the spine about a 1/2 inch wider. But other than that, I like it. I can turn it from either side and have something cute to look at. This is my finished project for the Graphic 45, 23, 24 brand ambassador audition.